2008 Nissan Fairlady Z sports car in VR. Hello there everybody and welcome to Opafed Gaming. I am the Opafed. Today we're driving a 2008 Nissan Fairlady Z. We're driving it in a Japanese Clubman Cup 550 on the Tokyo Expressway, south counterclockwise. We're doing 3 laps. We started 12th of 12 cars and we started with a rolling start. Now these laps are decent length. They're going to take a little bit of time and we're going to maybe need some of that time because these cars are spread out fairly good throughout the track, so it's going to take us a little bit of time to catch up to car number 1, but that's okay. It's a beautiful race early in the morning. It's still a little dark out as the sun is starting to come up and we're catching up to the very next car. Now as you noticed, the space between the last car I passed and now this car is a little bit of distance, and you can see a couple more cars in front, but the next ones are a little ways further ahead, so it's going to take a little bit of time. The track is not very wide. At the speeds that we're going, it's a little difficult to pass when the cars keep going from side to side to be able to make the turns at optimum speed, obviously. It's a little bit hard to get past them, so you have to wait for your opportunity. Now, there are a couple of really good places to pass, but then again, you got to make sure that just before they come up, you're right with the car you want to pass. Like, you can try and power around them on the outside, but that a lot of times it doesn't work. Of course, this time it did. And I managed to get the third car too. But now again, like I said before, where's the next car? Now, the Opafed is famous for not counting the cars that he passes, so it's always a toss-up where I am in the race. I do, however, keep track of the laps, and we know that our first lap is quickly coming to an end here. We're almost done with that. As the sun is coming up, giving us a beautiful, beautiful picture to look at as we're racing on the Tokyo Expressway and having a great time. What a beautiful car to drive. The interior looks absolutely fantastic. It handles great on the track, but you do have to watch out for the corners as we're catching up to the next batch of cars. When you go around the corners, just like usual, you've got to let up on the throttle, hold the ponies back a little bit, and just get around the corner, and then you can unleash them again and go as hard as you can when the track straightens out in front of you. So that's it. It's a really simple race and beautiful race to watch as you're racing it, and you know, you catch up to the next guy like this and you make up your mind whether you want to go around the outside or the inside. You just stick with them, and then when you do finally get around, because like I said before, it's tough sometimes to get them in a circle to get by them, but here we got a nice straight section, so we got time to get by them. Now the one thing you got to watch out for in this particular race, with the track being as narrow as it is, it's not hard for the car in front of you to block you out. Now as you can tell here, it's really hard for me, and there's no way I'm going to be able to get by them because the white car is in the middle of the track. He's blocking the blue one out. The blue one can't pass him on either side, which kind of handicaps us, but that's okay. We're only in the second lap and we can stay behind them and see how they're going to battle it out. Let them fight it out for first place, and if the blue car passes them, then we'll tackle the very next car ourselves once they create a little bit of separation between themselves, because while they're driving together, it's very difficult to get by them. So here we're just going to stick with them. We know we got that straight section here again, and we'll see what they do. Well, it looks like the blue car is going to take off. He's going to go, but that white car, well, he's still into his blocking mode, and we got to get moving here. We got to get by this blue car before the white car before the blue one takes off on us, because if he starts separating himself from the two of us, we're going to have a tough time catching up to him. And we are almost at the end of the second lap. Again, the race goes by really quickly once you get involved in it. But we know that right here, just before the end of the second lap, they always move over against the wall, and we got a little bit of room on the outside to get by. So that's what we do. Now this guy here, he is probably as good as the white car was at blocking you out. As you can see, you'll watch him go from side to side when he needs to, but only when he needs to. If he doesn't need to go from side to side, he tries to stay in the middle. Now I don't quite have enough power to get by him. He goes pretty fast. So then when you get into these little areas in here again, like I said, he just kind of sticks to the middle of the track, holding you back. Because I can go faster here, but I can't get by him. You can't power by him on the outside, and he's not giving you any room on the inside because, oh, there we go, see? You gotta hold back on the horses when you go around the corner. Just caught that in time. So now we're gonna try and see if we can go by him, but see, he moves over again. But the Opafet's not fooled that easily. As we come around the corner, we're gonna come up behind him and then go past him on the other side all of a sudden. Just like that. Now he was coming over. He was starting to move over in front of me, but he was too slow. Couldn't get there in time, so the Opafet got by him. We're gonna try and create a little bit of a gap between him and us, although that's gonna be fairly difficult. We've only got about half a lap left, so the best thing to do is to just keep ripping until we see the checkered flag. I don't think he's there. We can see him in the rearview mirror, which means that he's too close. But as long as we keep driving the way we're going, he's not going to catch up to us, and we're going to be able to pull out the win in the last half of the lap of this race. Absolutely awesome race. I love driving this car. It's a nice little car to drive. It looks really great on the track. It handles fantastic. I hope you enjoyed this race and hope to see you back at Opafet Gaming again real soon. Until then, you've been driving in a Nissan Fairlady Z on the Tokyo Expressway with me, the Opafet.